Empire State of Milan. It's me, Fabio, Beppe right there. We're going to be talking about this game. Milan took on Bologna in Bologna, and they put a stomping on Bologna. This is not Cortomuso, Beppe. What did you think when you saw it? Like, there was no having to stress about this game. As soon as we took the lead, we did what we needed to do, and then the second half come out, we're up 3-0. This is cruise control. It's a nice feeling.
This is definitely not what Remo was promised. Our
No,
friend Remo, he was promised 1-0 wins, ugly wins. I don't even know that was Milan today. I was waiting. I'm like, is this normal? Like, is this like, should we be like in cruise control from the very beginning? The first half already 1-0, no problem. Bologna away.
I mean, look at the picture that we got to. Players that have to start in this game have been talked about that maybe they're going to get shipped out. So here's a chance Loftus-Cheek and Nkunku come out. They get to play from the beginning, and they actually perform. What a fucking crazy idea. Yes, I'm not a big fan of Loftus-Cheek. Has a great opportunity early in the game, and he kind of scuffs it up. But when Nkunku gets a nice header from a nice cross, puts it on, falls to Rabiot, he smartly leaves it off. Loftus-Cheek does the right thing. Doesn't do the Fofana-esque kick it into the stands. He buries it correctly. And then Nkunku creating the penalty, burying the penalty, and it's like burying the penalty, right, Beb? You would think like that's an easy thing. Sure, it's a penalty. You're a striker, you're a forward, whatever. You should be burying it. But Pulisic, who's been one of our best players, if not our best player, he has a key miss that you see when you don't make them, anything can happen. But going 2-0 and then Rabiot, bro. Rabiot. Whew.
That's our man. That's and again, this guy doesn't come here if a certain coach that we have doesn't come here. Everything worked out because it was a domino effect. Allegri changed this entire team. And I know some people wanted Italiano. And look, everything is coming crashing down on Italiano's Bologna. Nothing against the guy. He's probably good. But I feel like it's another De Zerbi. They had their little run and they crashed back down to earth. We needed a guy like Allegri. And Allegri is making this team, in my book, overachieve. Because we have been, everybody talks about Napoli's decimation when it comes to injuries, but we've had a share of injuries and we had a share of, we don't really have a complete roster. And look, come on, we're forward. We have a Leao on the bench in Bologna, them coming off a 3-0 win in the cup. And we didn't struggle. Like we play and then it just, we keep answering all the doubters with so what is it now? 20 games unbeaten?
Yeah, week 20. Yeah, 22 weeks.
22.
So. 22 weeks. And that, again, giving love to Allegri, saying all the time that, you keep looking to the two Portuguese coaches, trying to find these other coaches when they should have started the Italian section, but Italiano wasn't it. They went back to a guy that everybody was almost writing off, just saying it's ugly football. You're not going to do anything with him. Yeah. You know what I like about Allegri is that he plays it so low-key. Which top 4, got to make top 4. Like, not playing up to the hype and putting this extra pressure on the team of saying, we're going to win the title, because that's a very cocky thing to say. And, a modern coach would never do that to his team. But this guy just plays it all nice, calm, and cool. And today, I mean, damn, Beppe, when I looked at the Twitter last night and everybody was showing this projected lineup, the meltdown that was happening out there, the meltdown. And I don't want to say I really had any. Listen, sometimes these are the fucking guys we have available. We have so many damn injuries. What are you going to do? But Loftus-Cheek came through today. I like what I saw from Nkunku. I like what I saw from Jashari and Fulkrug when they came in. This idea of, even though we're 3-0, let's go. Let's find a way to find that fourth one, make a difference, make a stamp on the game for yourselves. The guys who came in, I like that. I think for Milan, that is a good thing. And we have a stretch of games that I hope we take seriously. You think right? So the games we have coming up soon, Pepe. We don't play again until next Friday now. Pisa, got Pisa, then we play
Yeah, we got a
Como,
bye
then we
week.
have Parma. Yeah, I know it's an unofficial bye week because of the
Yeah.
Olympics. But you think they have what it takes right now from what you've seen, right? The doubters keep
For what?
saying that
For what?
to go 15 out of 15, to march to the Derby and take the Derby. Because I think with Inter's line, like they have a lot of games coming. They're playing tomorrow in the Coppa Italia. They're going to be playing everywhere else. They got Boto Glint, Juve. They have so many games before they get to us that if they slip up somewhere in Serie A, that we are looking. If this team wants to be dominant, if this team wants to be great, damn, didn't Gasparini say? Was it Gasparini? No, it was Ranieri. He said the best roster in the league is Milan. I'm starting to believe, you know what? Even though we don't have like an all-star striker, I think we are the best team. Because look at our spine.
I think somebody said it was quality over quantity. We don't have a deep roster, but we have just the right pieces. That's what they say. We have the right look. Modric and Rabiot alone make up a big part of that team. Then we got Pulisic. We have Leao, which you want to wring his neck, but when Leao gets in his game, there's not many like him. Problem is the flashes are so far,
Few and far between, yeah.
exactly. So, but we have a good team. We have possibly the best goalie in the league. So we have our players.
We have the best goalie. We have the best midfield, and our defense is being really solid right now. I wouldn't go as far as saying any of them are best in the league. I don't think, but they're as a collective unit. Even now with the winter coming in, they've been solid.
They work
Another.
well. They
They
work
work
well.
well together. Again, we won with Tomori and Kalulu. So what's to say we can't do it with Gabia, Pavlovic, and Tomori or De Winter in there? And that listen, if De Winter's really stepping up his game and they keep playing well and he keeps doing well, and there's no idiotic errors, I'm happy to be proven wrong. De Winter was coming. I wanted no part of it.
The
Right?
winter, the winter is here.
Oh, you're wearing De Winter. Who stood out to you? Who, when you look at this game, besides Rabiot, did anybody surprise you today?
Well, I think Kunku is, and I think it's very good to see him grow as a player, because in Kunku, people don't realize what Allegri was trying to do by giving him these penalties, by pushing the envelope. Like he didn't want. It's almost like you don't want to know for an answer. He said, "No, I'm gonna keep putting you out there, even though everybody's like had enough of you." Because after that first goal, how many jokes did we all make? Oh, where's your balloon? What happened? You forgot. But he pushed and pushed and pushed. Maybe it's because we didn't have enough people anyway, so we had no choice. But this is if Nkunku is where he's at now is because of Allegri. And maybe there's a reason why he didn't leave. Some people may say he didn't leave because Mateta's
Kneecap
PO.
exploded or whatever.
Yeah, so which is the second time that happens in this season alone, because if we remember Boniface, but it's he's been doing very good. And Yashari is going to be the added weapon, because Yashari, don't forget, was supposed to be at the centerpiece
On
of our
transfer?
team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt, and to come back, I guess it was taking him longer than anybody else, and I might feel like Allegri's seeing that. That's why in the beginning we were like, but I don't understand, why is this guy not playing him? Maybe he knew something we didn't know, and you're starting to see slowly, game by game, week by week, how Yashari is starting to slowly put his mark on this team too. Today he almost scored.
Yeah. I mean, if Fulker could have finished that chance, that he would have got a beautiful assist. I'm very positive right now. To me, I see if this Milan could go on a little bit of a roll, we could be going into the Derby with some real confidence that we go in, we take it again, and we're sitting at the pole position after that game. That's what I want. Need to
I'm
jump.
not as I'm not as convinced just yet. Actually, I'll tell you right now. If you told me what do you think is going to happen at the Derby, I could tell you that for some reason, gut feeling, I think we beat them again. We definitely don't lose, but I think we beat them again only because karma has a funny way of coming along. And look how they just got handed their sentence, right? The fans are not allowed to be at the games. The curva is going to be closed for every game, with the exception of magically, when is the first game that they're back? Is the derby. And that's exactly when karma, you want to make them come back for the derby because you want to help out Inter. That's when we stick it up your asses. The issue is not Inter. Milan has shown that we can show up in the big
Moments.
appointments, in the big
Yeah.
games, the big moments. Problem is, like now, the next game, who do they play next game?
Pisa.
Okay, there you go. You see, that's I'm not being. It's not me being pessimistic. I'm just going based on
What
stats.
you've seen. What you've seen this year. I
Exactly.
know. That's why we have them, we have Parma, and then we have Cremonese before we get
It's like the Holy Trinity.
yeah. And
Right.
then Como. Como is
Yeah,
mixed in the middle there.
and I'm
But
sure Coma's gonna have. In
a
Italy, we
chip
say
on their shoulder. But we need to show that we need to put Fabregas in his fucking place and say, this is our league. And you don't know shit, bro. You can play all you want. You're still going to lose to us.
let him get 90% possession and 50 shots on net. All we need is one to go inside, and 1-0. That's all. That's all you need. Like
Well, it's nice if we can squeeze out their
sure.
in that game. Like, let's get a 3-0. They don't get anything. And plus, if Nico Fab has to kick a penalty, I'm betting the other way. I'm sorry. He's not a good penalty taker.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is the Empire State of Milan. Me and Beppe, we're a part of the NYC club. So if you ever want to come check us out, Legends Bar, Football Factory, 3030 Fifth Avenue, right in front of the Empire State Building. That's where we at. That's where the club's at. That's the show, baby.
That's all, folks.